Now, my next guest is a regular guest. You've heard him on the James Show many times, Jeremy Rosenthal. Let's not say his name. That's kind of the rule I'm having on the James Show. So if you could just say the killer or that guy or the psycho or whatever, let's not actually say his name. But welcome to the show, Jeremy.
Welcome. How are you?
Doing okay. I mean, sometimes we have a nice, fun, bright segment to talk about. But we've sort of delved into a dark part of the legal history here. And that's dealing with public executions. My last caller was bringing up a good point. Do you know when the last public execution was? Well, the last one that was state-sanctioned and legal and not like a lynch squad or anything. August 14th, 1936. And I don't really have an explanation on why we stopped doing that. Do you have any background on that, Jeremy Rosenthal?
My guess would be the Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, cruel and unusual punishment. That would be the argument I would make if they wanted to do that to one of my clients. The death penalty has been something that it's vacillated throughout time. It has waned and it has ebbed and it has been popular and it has been drawn back and drawn down. Donald Trump and his team on the federal level have pledged to be a little more active. Joe Biden on his last day in office pardoned, or he commuted in his last week in office rather, 39 death row inmates to life in prison. So I think it's something that obviously draws a lot of strong opinions in every way. But if I was to be a betting man, I would say it's the Eighth Amendment is why we don't have public executions any longer.
So why didn't this guy get the death penalty? Was that part of a plea deal?
That was part of a plea deal. And this is what, listen, and I'm a criminal defense lawyer, James. It's what I do. It's what I love. I'm a defense lawyer all day, every day. This is one of the hard things about being a prosecutor, especially an elected one, because you have to make judgment calls that are like this. He has 4 victims and their families, which means moms and dads and aunts and brothers and cousins and sisters and all of these people. And you have to take the consensus of that group, which means you're going to disappoint and upset people. I think that the DA, in this case, I think he made ultimately the decision that the majority of the victims in this instance want closure. They want to be done. They don't want to have to sit through a trial. They don't want to have to see pictures of their loved ones splashed all over the courtroom. So I think that's probably why he made the decision that it was, and that's why he's the elected official. That's why he makes the big bucks, if you will.
Well, I can see the incentive for the county because they would have to spend a whole bunch of money for the guy that's just going to end up in jail anyway. So, I mean, I guess if there's any solace for this, saving the taxpayers some money, but there's a lot of us, myself included, sure would like to see this guy dead.
This is certainly a strong argument in favor of capital punishment, this case. Very gruesome murders, no real explanation and motive. Still to this day, we're gonna. The judge in the case has lifted a gag order that's really existed since the beginning of this case. After the plea, now that the plea is done, I know that police and prosecutors have pledged to sort of open their file a little bit here and give the public and give the media a little bit of a look in here. But even now in open court, the DA and the families still can't agree on any kind of motive. And we don't know why this happened. Not that there's any good reason why it happened, but we still don't know what was going through that man's mind.
That's scary.
So yeah, it's terrifying. And maybe we'll learn Ted Bundy style in the years and decades that follow. Even if this guy does give an explanation, are we going to believe it? Or maybe we take it with a grain of salt, or maybe we put it in some kind of study of some sort that helps us understand a little more about what's going on here. But yeah, very tragic and very scary.
All right, well, Jeremy Rosenthal, you can find him at TexasDefenseFirm.com. Thank you very much for another great legal analysis segment on The James Show.
Thanks, James. Have a great day.